Hi everyone, 732 Review Crew here. I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And we're back with Season 2, Episode 8 of Battlestar Galactica. This one is titled Final Cut. Now, I'm very curious to see what this is about because as of last episode, we have an idea of where Earth is. Sharon is on the Battlestar and the fleet is reunited.
Gaius isn't crazy.
Gaius isn't crazy, but we know that Six has some mad gaslighting skills because, oh my god. Now, very curious to see what's happening. And only one way for us to find out, and that's to keep watching. So thank you for joining us. We're starting this episode in 3, 2, 1.
People just get back! Stay back! All right, we just need
Look at the corners are cut off the screen too. That's awesome. Yikes.
This recently discovered footage from what's become known as the Gideon Massacre. 4 dead, 12 wounded. And yet, as of today, not a single charge has been filed against any of the Marines involved, nor their commanding officers.
We need some stock footage of raging Marines.
Ma'am, you're to come with us.
And what if I refuse to go? Commander Adama?
Where did you get the tape?
From an anonymous patriot. I've submitted a dozen interview requests, all denied.
Commander Adama has agreed to give you unlimited access to his crew and his ship.
That's right. Unlimited access.
But I want to show the people what life aboard the Galactica is really like. I want to put a human face on the officers and the crew.
Good idea.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay, you better start cracking some heads. Half our supply runs are behind schedule.
Colonel, it's your wife. Something's wrong.
Oh no, is she dying?
She's malfunctioning.
She's just drunk.
From the darkness, you must fall.
What does it mean?
I mean, someone's after him.
You filming this?
We've been rolling since Colonial 1.
But you start shooting anything that compromises the safety of this ship, and it'll be cut.
Get a close-up of that, would you, Bill?
Yeah, sure.
You heard about his death threat?
Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Oh, you were top of the list. But don't worry, I told Ty that you would know Capricorn poetry if it was hot-sodded across your helmet.
Qatar's not one of his best. Can I be a suspect, Ian? Please. Ship's galley is next on. Yo. Ma'am.
Yeah! That's for you!
Cat, you want to tell me what the hell you think you're doing?
Deanna Beer's Fleet News Service. Think we've seen all we need to see here?
I love that she's Australian for some
He's
reason.
giving off Monica vibes.
My dad went crazy when I enlisted. I guess I just wanted to believe in something.
Yeah, it's kind of old.
Don't get involved, guys.
All right. I was like, what's he looking at her like that for?
Oh, I'm the vice president. She's supposed to be interviewing me, isn't she?
So he got his power back.
I'm not gonna beg, I tell you that much.
Miss Beers, our next stop is.
No, guys, you may have to beg. We'll do whatever is necessary to protect our child. Trust me. This one can help us.
Mmm.
No, I'm afraid not. I am very busy. There might be a small window tomorrow. I'm not promising. I might be able to give you an interview then, if that's what you would like.
But she's like just awkward enough that she's a little thrown off.
Yeah. It's like, that's the vice president.
A strange little man. You seem to think that your pilots deserve special consideration.
Actually, I do. My pilots have lost their families, their friends. They're not asking for your pity, but they damn well deserve your respect.
Good lead moment right there.
He's gonna get chopped up. He's gonna be the bad guy.
Something doesn't feel right.
Well, hurry up. Maybe if your knuckle dragger spent more time on maintenance, less time fracking around.
This knuckle dragger just saved your ass, sir. You don't want to frack the camera. You've been riding my
Don't
crew's
even
ass
try to
for
fend
no
your
fracking reason.
Knock it off! Chief, fix your ship. You, get the hell out of here now. Camera out of my face.
Is this camera raising the tensions for people?
I'm taking her off rotation till she gets her head rewired. I mean...
Can't do it. We need the pilots.
Did you get all that? You happy?
Come on.
I love her.
Truth is, it was a command frack up the moment Ty put us on that supply ship. Not surprised someone's trying to take out that drunk son of a bitch. All right, private, delay that.
Colonel Ty's been threatened.
No, this interview's over. Shut that off.
Hear about the meeting on Cloud 9? Well, they sent us an invitation to send a delegation. You're it.
Do you mind?
No, go ahead.
No, I don't mind. Shut up.
What the hell's going on here, Bill?
You're going because you're not afraid, and people should see that. And, stay away from the bar.
I mean, I feel like that was more friendly advice than an admonishment.
Yeah, no. It definitely was.
Oh god.
What's happening? A sabotage?
Yeah, remember? Ty's got a death sentence.
What's going on?
Main bus is total. Looks like somebody took a hammer to it.
Like someone took a hammer to it.
This is blown in transit. Cabot would have vented to space.
Ooh, so it's lucky they did it there. Someone is after his neck.
But who?
Ellen.
Bro, that'd be wild. No.
His wife? I agree.
Roslyn wants to placate the fleet. Put the Great Billadama back on his pedestal. Fastest way to do that is by hanging you out to dry. But you didn't order those jarheads to open fire.
Oh my god.
I hate her.
When are you gonna realize we're all alone out here?
Sharon? It's me!
How pregnant is she?
Sharon!
Very.
Is she?
You're late.
No. Wait.
Call Dr. Cottle.
Already?
Now!
Miscarriage?
Is it bad?
It could be. Could
Does
be.
that help
Right.
you cope with the stress?
He's just smoking on the interview.
Wow, I'm surprised he's smoking.
Tech manuals, commands, and tactics. You know, I'm not saying that I'm unhappy. Just wondering if there's something more.
But if there's any single women watching this, you know?
I'm a cool guy who smokes cigarettes.
I hate cigarettes. If you have enough ambrosia, they don't really hurt that much.
Drink?
Is this an interview or a cocktail party?
She knows.
She's trying to get him boozed up.
Yeah.
She heard that conversation from
Yeah, she's a reporter.
Before we begin,
Investigating journalist.
She didn't even take a sip.
Good catch.
I made a military decision. Given the same circumstances, I'd do it again.
So you have no regrets whatsoever.
Well, don't say no.
Please come.
Get out of my face!
Yeah, don't block a door.
Did you get that?
Yeah, he did.
Got it.
Snake.
Seems like a lot of people have been apologizing for him over the years, Commander.
Oh.
We're at war against an enemy with a vastly superior force. I will not sacrifice a few people we have left on the altar of public outrage. We all gotta live with it.
What's up with her?
What the hell is going on? That is her third wave off. When we make a contact, the squadron's got seconds to put it all together.
Oh, they're running her too hard, huh?
I can't feel it. I can't feel it.
Too low, 5901. Wave off. Wave off.
No, she's putting down cat full throttle now. I can't do it. She missed the trap.
Damage control. Medics, report to port side hangar bay.
Good on him for keeping that calm demeanor.
Oh.
Yeah, no, she's messed up.
Yeah, they're running her too hard.
I
don't think that's it.
She's having some type of breakdown.
It's Starlight. You're okay. You're home. Home! Home is dead! We gotta get out of here! They're gonna kill us! We gotta get out of here! What are these, Sims?
Ah. Drugs, yeah.
Stop going! We're gonna die! Hey, Greg! What are you doing?
Listen,
Stop it!
I'm trying to save your baby. Hold her.
This is a restricted area.
They should have gotten that on camera.
That woman looks just like the late Lieutenant Valeri.
The tape, please.
Why would Galactica be harboring a Cylon?
The tape. You understand that even a hint of this could be devastating to the morale in the fleet.
You're the master of understatement.
Then the real question is whether or not it matters to you.
He's so good.
We all want this fleet to survive.
She has another tape. Did you think she wouldn't?
No, I know. She hasn't given us any reason to believe she's upstanding, like, you know.
Tell her why you deserve to lead this fleet.
Huh? You know what? I'm ready. Shall we shoot this one?
Oh no. Silence.
That's showbiz.
Did you ever come to terms with your dad?
I wouldn't let him. I told him I never wanted to see him again.
Oh.
3 weeks later, the Cylons attacked.
Should I be scared?
I am.
That's a kill!
Yes!
Greatest show
Yes.
clear, Commander.
This is the commander.
That was funny for you,
Cylon
wasn't it?
Raiders were intercepted and destroyed. Good work, people.
Does this ever get any easier?
No, ma'am. It gets harder.
She a real one, isn't she?
She's gonna be the focus of the whole fucking video.
Well, we didn't lose anyone. That's a good day.
Ellen.
Oh. Oh.
Go back a bit.
It was a guy in the bunk.
He's like hiding. Where's that?
What book is it?
Poetry.
That's by guitars.
Yeah.
Ah.
Some Cylons we tagged, these were real people.
Well, this isn't gonna change anything.
At least the people in the Gideon will have their justice.
I was in command. I sent you there. It's my fault.
Man, I hope they're recording.
Come on, son. Do it.
What a guy.
Gideon was an accident. This is a choice.
Ooh.
Colonel, we're all right here.
Yo, are they really watching? Recording that?
Would you get out of my face?
Fucking, that's so heartless.
I disagree. They recorded that for his redemption.
Okay, there are no replacements coming up. There's no downtime. This is it.
Made a mistake, it happens.
Yeah, except now my flight's a pilot short. Those guys, they're just as tired and they're just as messed up as I was. But they're still laying it on the line.
The fleet already thinks we're a bunch of trigger-happy assassins. This just confirms it.
I think she did exactly what we asked her to do. And she put a human face on the guardians of the fleet. Warts and all.
Huh.
Goddamn right. He knows his crew.
I'm proud of it.
I'd like to see the end.
So would I.
Imagine it has a silence at the end.
It's gonna have.
Or is that not the final cut? That's the name.
I came to Galactica to tell a story.
How an arrogant military let their egos get in the way of doing their jobs. But I found out that the truth was more complex than that. Deeply flawed, yes, but deeply human too, and maybe that's saying the same thing. Despite all that, they never give up. They never lie down in the road and let the truck run them over. There are no relief troops coming. No colonial fleet training new recruits every day. The people on Galactica are it. Not a single member of Galactica's crew has asked to resign. Not one.
Huh.
The story of Galactica isn't that people make bad decisions under pressure. It's that those mistakes are the exception. And with Galactica at our side, we will endure.
That hair looks good.
This is Deanna Beers, Fleet News Service.
That was shown across their entire fleet.
Huh.
What are you doing? Listen to me! That! I'm trying to save your baby.
How did they get it?
I'm still alive. She's still alive.
See, they don't have live updates.
And the baby?
It was saved. We lost 2 raiders relaying the images back to the fleet, but I think the sacrifice was worth it.
She's a Cylon?
We must proceed with caution. The child's life must be protected at all costs.
Well, she did say God at the end, so, I mean, she's a Cylon, for sure.
All right, so we're gonna have to update that board to have her on there. I was actually gonna ask at this episode.
Why even update it?
We don't even have.
The board has a list.
We didn't get time to guess.
So the board has a list of who is Cylons on there too.
What's her name? Reporter?
Dana?
Diana Beers.
Is it Diana?
Beers. Yeah, Beers. That's Beers.
Is there an E?
Yeah. Now that was interesting because that was literally I kind of thought she was a Cylon, but I wasn't sure if she was a Cylon.
You never said anything.
Because I thought she was just a reporter being a reporter in the sense that she was just reporting on what she could.
Think you ever thought she was a Cylon?
I didn't.
I think you're wild.
It's fair, but it starts off where she's trying to present the fleet in a negative way by interviewing and looking for information about the Gideon massacre, which, to be fair, was a pretty shitty handled situation.
Sure, but now we realize what her actual motives were.
Her actual
motive was to find out.
I don't think so about that. I think she was actually just doing like propaganda piece against the fleet.
Let me finish saying what I was going to say.
Fine, sorry.
She was clearly, her actual mission was to find Sharon or find evidence if Sharon was alive, because they knew that she wasn't still on Kobol, I guess. Right?
Maybe. I thought
they were like, "Oh my God, she's fucking alive." That's
I'm
crazy.
gonna keep it a bug. This was out of left field for me.
I think that was.
It was. I do totally agree that it does defeat any question of. The only thing I could say that isn't rolled out from that is if whenever one of them dies, does it immediately upload that information or not? But then why would they have been surprised? Because they would have known she was alive.
No.
Right?
That's a different Sharon.
No, I know, but I was saying,
you mean like the uplink? Gotcha.
uplink.
Yeah.
So that also means that's out of question.
Well,
so they don't uplink regularly, and they don't uplink on like death, right? Because
it could be on death, I think, because it seems like.
But I don't think so, because why would they have said the obvious of, "Oh my God, I can't believe she's alive"? Because if that was true, they would know, oh, she hasn't died yet.
Well, I think they talked about that in
last episode.
No, in the prison when they have the Cylon and they're interviewing them, and Starbuck is like talking to the guy.
Too far.
And the too far thing where it's like, we might be too far. You're not going to upload it.
Caprica, they would have known.
But she left Caprica.
Yeah, but then they would assume that she was alive because she left Caprica. My theory is that, remember last episode, she literally stated that I'm not connected to the Cylons in the same way that you think I am. I don't really relay information to them, but she does get information back. So she's a different type of Cylon.
Why do you think she gets information back?
Because she knows all about what happened.
She downloaded all of that before. It's just built in.
I know, but she knew about certain things.
If I read a book, Mikey, I remember the book.
I don't know. That was so out of nowhere right at the end there.
It was wild.
Up until we knew that they were all being pushed too hard for like the I thought it was sabotage on that one ship, and that's why she was given full access. Spears was to do a piece, but also she was going to sabotage in between like Cylons do. But it just turned out I felt like she got full access so she could make a piece about what happened to incite the fleet to split more. Which she then ends up realizing that once she sees...
She's an investigative journalist. She wants the juiciest scoop that's going to get her the most cred. At the time, it was making it about the massacre. She got unfettered access.
She got what she wanted.
She wanted to... Yeah. She didn't know that the baby was alive. She didn't know Sharon was there. She was making a scoop about the fleet because she wanted to incite division between them because she's a Cylon, and that's her ulterior motive. And then, when she found out that the Cylon baby was alive... the ulterior motive or the top priority became to preserve said life. So that's why she released the second piece where it was the final cut didn't include the Cylon piece at the end. Because if she releases said thing, then surely Sharon gets lynched with the baby. But if she doesn't and she hides it, then they can see that if love is necessary truly to have a baby, and if Sharon on the Battlestar was correct in her theory, whereas the ones on Capricorn are making farms instead. That's the whole thing.
I like that the doctor saw Sharon, and instead of being like, what the fuck, he was just like, I'm trying to save your goddamn baby, all right?
Fair.
0 interest, no questions asked, just, yup, all right.
Nurse, bring me my smokes. I'm surprised we haven't seen a scene of him ashing in someone.
He's still a doctor.
I'm joking. No one ashes ever in this show.
I thought the camera was raising tensions too initially, but it was...
no, it 100% was.
It was
another thing.
But it was, in that one situation, it was Kat on drugs, too. She was on stimulants, which...
She was on drugs, yeah.
But... They were given stimulants also in the episode 33, which is one of the first ones.
Well, a big difference. There's a big difference between being prescribed it for your mission and having a drug pile.
You're also not supposed to take more than you're supposed to because it causes psychosis in situations like that.
Sure.
Yes.
Which is what we ended up seeing happen to her. Now, did not expect the person going after him to be the guy that was a part of, that massacre. I thought it might have been somebody who had family related to the massacre, but.
They don't have access to
Honestly, I really thought it was just his wife.
Soldier.
The moment you said that, I checked out of caring about it at all, other than I was like, probably his fucking wife. And when he walks in and she's tied up, it's like, man, this bitch really going all out. And then a second later, he gets it over that. It's like, maybe I was wrong.
But that's not her MO. That's why I just never...
I don't even care about that. Whatever. I can't believe that reporter was a Cylon just because they didn't give us any what?
It's so funny because
so I would agree. Or go ahead.
No, I was just making go.
I was gonna say I would agree with. I'll amend what I said. That I think you're right. Her original goal was to go there and just try to divide the fleet.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea why she still wouldn't publish it the way it was.
Keep the Cylon baby alive. Because otherwise it dies, and then they can't experiment to find out if it's alive when it's born. Because if that it technically does produce a Cylon hybrid baby, then it proves...
You might be right, Mikey.
Well, first off, their God says be fruitful is one of the commandments. So if this is how you are fruitful, then they will, in the future, create Cylon versions of themselves, because it looks like they make different variants, with the ability to actually love, and therefore... continue this process of making the hybrids.
Yeah, so I agree. I think that wasn't originally part of her plan. I mean, it would be the most likely place if they didn't kill her. They would bring her to Galactica, but
now I liked how in this episode we got background on some of the characters in the sense that we learned Dee is in the fleet because she wants to serve. It was also somewhat to spite her father, and her father didn't want her to join up. It seemed like, but. The last thing she did was get into a fight with him 3 weeks before extermination, the invasions and, mass annihilation, which is awful because it seems like she was not able to reconcile. And she always does seem to be the voice of reason in a way for situations like when Adama was talking to her. Or in these situations, it's like, how do you not get scared? And it's like, I'm scared all the time. We're always scared. We're human, but if we're scared and we don't protect the fleet, who will? Was like no great way to look at it.
I like the Gaeta factoid.
The Gaeta factoid.
Cool.
He's like, I like
that was like my favorite part. I think.
It reminds me of like a Band of Brothers where he's like, they're like, do you smoke? No, well, you do now. It's like, when you're in a war situation,
I was talking about them not resigning.
I know, but I'm saying I like where he's like, I don't,
smoking
because it shows they all are trying to cope with the what's going on.
Gotcha.
And also every I don't even know if that means anything because every smoker I've ever talked to is like, I fucking hate these things.
Yeah, it's true.
I miss it a little bit.
I don't have anything else.
Until you go smoke one and you're like, this is disgusting. Jesus Christ.
That was all my notes. That was just my notes. I liked how they continue to go with the cutting the corners, even on the videotape.
That was amazing.
That was hysterical.
I was so glad I noticed that.
I did not like how
they really don't cut any corners.
With cutting corners.
I like how I like how Ty was trying to leave the room. She threw herself in the way like a scummy reporter would, and he was like, "Get out of the way,"
knowing that he would throw her. Yeah.
And she even used the fact that Adama was like, "Don't drink," to go after that, go after him by going for his weaknesses. It's kind of like putting like a pile of drugs in front of like a druggie and be like, yeah, let's have an interview right now. It's like, let's see the true you.
Yeah, I know.
Loosen up a little bit.
They hid any of her suspicions of her being a Cylon by saying she was an investigative reporter.
Yeah.
All of those things are super combative, but in reality, we're like, well,
I mean, she's just trying to get the scoop.
She's just doing her job.
I'm also gonna just bring up partially. I know part of my board does say that Anders is a Cylon. But if in the next 2 to 3 episodes, if we don't go back to Caprica in any way or discussion about Anders, I am going to remove him from the board
and admit you were wrong
because they're, it just seems like he was a plot device in that moment.
You know, we really should have seen it coming because, like,
I thought they were going back for
based off the previous shows we've watched, when a reporter and her sidekick showed up, it spelled trouble. Yeah.
Well, no, technically she is a reporter with actual reportive integrity and whatnot because the other guy was not a Cylon. He was.
They're all reporters with integrity.
I do want to say, I'm curious to see when we're going to get another big Cylon reveal in terms of like
someone we know,
someone we've been with since day one. I understand right now, like we're not in that realm yet. I'm just curious. Part of me is starting to question, like, is that even going to happen?
Well,
or
we have half of them
is it just them playing mind games with us?
Dude, it's Tom Zarek.
We have half of them now. We have half the Cylons now.
As soon as he found out that there's a Cylon there that's pregnant, he was like, "Yep, let him cook."
6 Cylons out of 12.
I support
that was
babies of all
that was one
designations.
That was one of 8 of them that was on the Battlestar. Remember that they said there was 8 of them in the fleet?
She said in the fleet, not on the Battlestar.
So one of 8 Cylons.
Yeah, and the reporter wasn't on the.
So there's still, there's still 7 other Cylons that could potentially exist on there,
including her.
No, she wasn't on the Battlestar. No, you're right. No, but there's other ones. It wasn't including her. But the big thing is that was one of
because we had 4 reveals and there was 8 more, which makes 12.
But Simon is one of them, so that means Simon's on the fleet somewhere somehow.
So they're all in the fleet?
Now, yes.
All 12.
But it doesn't.
All 12. You're telling me all 12.
The one thing you have to realize is it's not. It doesn't have to be different Cylons because we had the same guy on there twice. Aaron Doro, I think it was.
Yeah.
The guy, he was on there twice.
We're gonna get to see all 12, I would imagine.
So we might, but we might see, you know, a repeats on the ship, and the other ones are on like Caprica or something else. Like we might see, like, you know, for example.
Yes, yeah.
We might see another copy of, like, you know, Sharon.
Sure.
Is on, like,
you're not saying there's literally. I mean, there is a chance though because the math adds up. So there's a chance.
No, it doesn't because there's 6. We have 6 out of 12, and there's 7 left that haven't been identified. Because Simon was identified on the planet of Caprica.
I don't know math.
Yeah. I don't got else to add.
I put both my hands up and said 12. Come on now.
We're putting my notes for this episode.
There's 12, clearly.
It's very interesting.
So not this many.
I really think the Cylon's ultimate goal is to, 1, exterminate humankind to a most extreme degree, and then 2, create hybrids so that they can create their own life forms.
You mean the things they've said as of last episode?
You mean literally the things they're currently doing and achieving?
It's like how
and have said out loud.
It's like how mythology gods, like the Greek gods and Roman gods, reproduced with, you know, humans and made human, you know, had made children with humans.
I'm on the crazy panda train or crazy Mike train. I mean, I'm all aboard with the crazy Mike train, and it's all just to get to Earth.
And they're gonna live on Earth?
Yeah, Garden of Eden's there, bro.
Yeah.
They gotta put the 2 Cylon.
There's one way for us to find out. We have to keep watching. I don't have anything else to add though. Like I said, do you guys?
No, I'm just excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Whenever we get a Cylon reveal, it's fun.
It's very fun. Now, thank you for joining us. We are the 732 Review Crew. I am Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
Enjoy our content. Make sure to check out our Patreon, which features full lengths. It does go a long way if you do help decide to support us. Otherwise, make sure you just like, comment, and subscribe on this video if you haven't already, because that also helps a long way. And we shall see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So say we all.